Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hopefully, everybody is doing great. Let me close those lights. I totally forgot. Here we go. That's gonna be way better. All right. So happy Thursday night. Hopefully, everybody is doing great. This is Forex Talk over here. So welcome to a new episode. This is very plain and simple. We're gonna be breaking down some charts, giving you trade ideas, and explaining winning or losing trade. In this case, it's gonna be a BE trade. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, like 4 or 5 pips profit, who cares? That's like a BE trade, right? So yeah, we're gonna discuss that, and we're gonna discuss also risk management, because I received some message in the past couple of days about that, and I want to talk about tools that you can use also, helping for your risk management, and also gonna discuss a little bit about some modification or adaptation I'm gonna do in the next couple of days. All right, so it's gonna be great. Hopefully you guys are up and ready for a good one, taking notes, and please interact, guys. Like this is way more fun when you guys interact with me. Okay. So by the way, hit me up in the chat. Let me know who's here. Let's say hi in there. I want to see who's here. Are you there for the first time? And if yes, where are you from? Or where did you heard from the stream? And if you're part of any trading group, Discord, Telegram, Facebook page, whatever the community you're at, let them know that we are live right now to help traders. Okay, so that's the only thing. That's the only reason why I actually do this. I actually dropped my ring on the floor, and now anyways, I feel like naked without my ring. So it is what it is. Okay, well, hey, whoa, hold on. Beep, beep, beep. Pause this thing 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Forex Talk over beer. We need to crack up a beer. All right, so first thing first, let's do the official cheers. I don't know if I showed that t-shirt like last time I threw North Cowboy. Yeah, baby. That's me. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm probably born on a ranch in another life. Like, I still want to be a cowboy. Like, I guess that's why I always go to rodeos and love wearing my boots and my hat. Yeah, it must be a cowboy in another life. Like, did you guys watch? All right, let's do the official cheer first. All right, so 3, 2, 1, cheers, boys and girls. Let's go. That's good. Yeah, so any of you watch the what's it called, Yellowstone show? This is so freaking good. Yellowstone's good. All right, so let's drop it. Let's see the chat here. Ding dong, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. Cheers. All right, so let's get going here, and let me see. Did I activate this thing here? I hope so. Okay, we're good, I think. All right, let's get going. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so you guys ready? Let's start. Yeah, I was looking at CAD Mexican pesos because for some of you know that I bought a condo over there, so I'm trying to, squeeze cheap pesos. Pretty happy that I waited. Fortunately, my real estate agent was not super happy, but I did wait until yesterday to buy like a pretty good amount, because we need to do the first down payment. So yeah, so pretty happy on that catch because I bought it right here. It might come down lower, obviously, but pretty happy. So it's a kind of a double investment. Anyways, all right, let's get back to our thing. Okay, so now, all right, let's talk about GJ. GJ, I don't think we got much to talk about GJ here. Let's see. All right, so weekly, we are officially bearish. Pretty big ass rejection to the upside. We did close doji, broke previous low, respected previous high so far. So it looks like we might come down, but the problem is that daily here is bullish. So for me, there's nothing I can really do on GJ. Like, even daily and H4 are against each other. So for me, that's a no-go. The only reason why GJ stays always up here if you're new here, it's because this is my main pair I used to scalp. So I kind of feel like kind of a love relationship with GJ. So, and that's the one I like. I do my dogtail setup on that one every day at 9 a.m. when obviously the opportunity is there. So, cheers. All right, let's move on to I'll talk about that one right after. Let's do the other one because GBP is the one I did close at break even ish, 5 pips profit. Who cares? But yeah, all right, so now let's see what we got here. Let's update those charts. NZD USD. Let's take a look. All right, so NZD USD, we are bearish here on the weekly time frame. And that's funny because a lot of people is going to say, oh my God, no, you're wrong, Sasha, man. Look at this. Look at that. It's bullish. Yeah, it's probably because you completely forgot to look left, you know? Because if you look left, boop, here we go. Here we're bearish from here to here. Okay, so here there's no elbow. So we're bearish. We pull back to this golden zone, weekly area of interest, major QP, nice rejection. Now let's take a look at the daily. Daily went bearish here. So we went bearish from here to here. Now we got our first pullback to this daily golden zone. Didn't happen. We failed. And now look like we kind of have like a double top-ish inside the structure. So I don't know. Got to be careful because we failed once on creating that new low. So usually I don't really like that. But now the difference with today though is we did close. So the difference with the first attempt, it was a pretty big rejection, but smaller body candle. Compared to here, we had a big rejection. And today, we have a bearish engulfing. So, pretty interesting. So now, let's recap. We got the weekly and the daily bearish. Let's take a look at H4. H4 is now bearish. So I'm waiting for this. You know, obviously, I'll be careful because, you know, we did fail on creating a new low on the daily first attempt. But like I said, now with today's closing, it gave me more confidence, obviously. You know, So I'm going to be waiting for that lower high potential to take that trade. So NZD USD does make sense. So pretty nice, actually. Let me see the chat. Do we have any? No, I don't see any. Hold on. Let me check. No, nothing. Okay. So by the way, guys, do not be shy to ask question. Like I said, or comment, anything. I'm freaking out, man. I'm looking for my ring. Oh, it's probably under my walking pad. Oh, that's what I thought. There we go. Now I feel better. There we go. All right, let's continue. By the way, guys, do not forget to smash the like button as you're coming in. If you're already here and you didn't smash it, please do so. Now, let's jump into Euro NZD. Let's take a look at the weekly. There we go. Perfect. All right, so weekly is bullish. We did... okay. So nice pullback. We went to retest previous structure point. Now we are sitting on that major QP. All right. Probably inside that or at the safety net. Let me see. Exactly. So sitting on the safety net, sitting on the major QP, looks pretty good. I mean, if this week closed bullish and gunfig like this, I think next week can be nice. So we are also bullish on the daily time frame. So now at this stage, it's either waiting for the daily pullback, retesting previous structure, or, I mean, because if you look here, we got the infamous, infamous shampoo pattern, right? So we might come down to retest this, which is going to be also the golden zone on the daily time frame, or I can wait for the higher low on H4 and go for a continuation trade. So it's going to be one or the other. We'll see the one that presents. So clearly Euro NZD is looking sharp for the next day or so, Like I said, we might have to wait for that daily pullback, but so far the daily is looking strong. I mean, if you look here, we got a pretty big candle, broke previous high, respected previous low. So we might just continue here. So if we do continue on the daily, I'm going to be waiting for that H4 pullback. So cheers. All right, so stand by on Euro NZD. By the way, guys, smash that like button as you're coming in, please. Let's get this algorithm going. I took a break for like, what, 2-3 weeks. And every time I do that, it's just like, it's horrible. All right, so now let's get back. Let's start with Euro AUD now. So weekly time frame, we are bullish. Nice pullback to this weekly golden zone, which is also sitting on this major QP 174. Let's see here. Boom. Oops. Perfect. Here we go. Bow. Let's change the color. Perfect. All right, so pretty nice, pretty nice. The only thing I don't like on this weekly is that weekly candle with no top wick, but so far looking good. We already broke it. So let's take a look now at the daily. Daily was already bullish, so that's a deep pullback on the daily time frame though. That's something I don't usually like. So, but for sure, like if this can go on the weekly close like this, next week is going to be solid because this is going to be a solid confirmation now that we're going to be coming back up, you know. Daily is already bullish and 4 hour is also bullish, but whoa, what the hell? I hate this range right here. So I don't want, like here I said, wait for the time for a pullback and entry. Not anymore. Like now, I want to see a break and a retest above this structure here. What's going on here? Right. I want to see a break and a retest above that stupid, ugly range. Okay, so this one's gonna stay here because it's not better than those one, and GBPCHF will come back to it because I want to break it down with you. Guys, you're still with me? Man, you guys like ask more questions usually, but be more interactive or stop me. Oh, by the way, if you have any pair you want to take a look at, please let me know. We're gonna break it down. Let me know if you have any losses you want to understand, if you want to go over or wins or whatever you want to share with community. Right now, we got a small amount of people live, but usually people always watch the replay because we got a lot of people like overseas with time zone difference. So ask because it does help people. Like I always get those private message, you know, saying, hey, by the way, it was great because this person shared that and you explained this, and you have no idea sometimes, like you might have the same problem as someone, but that someone is too shy to ask, you know. So please do not be shy and ask away, okay? One of the reasons why I was I think able to perform on trading, it's because when I was learning, I was asking a shit ton of questions. Like I was annoying. Like like it was crazy. But I love like when people are annoying asking questions because it just proved one thing. It just proved that you really want it, you know? Well, obviously if you're asking dumb question, like we often say that there's no dumb question, but there's some dumb question out there, you know, like so please just be smart. And yeah, especially if I just explained it, you know, like, but if you didn't understand because of the accent, that's not a problem. I can repeat, right? But outside of that, please do not be shy. Okay. All right. So now, all right. So daily is also bullish. Yes, daily is bullish. H4 is, H4 broke. Boom. So we're going to delete this. And we're going to delete this because now this is irrelevant. So now this H4 is bearish. And yep. Perfect. Okay, so now we are bearish on H4. So now we definitely need H4 to go bullish. And I'm gonna place an alert. Perfect. Here we go. All right, let's move up. Let's do AUDCHF. Weekly time frame, we are bearish. Pull back inside that weekly golden zone. Also major QP. Let's see. Daily, sorry, is also bearish. H4, I was waiting for that lower high potential, but nothing. Nothing. So stand by. So that one, yeah. NZDCHF now. Let's see. Weekly also bearish. Pullback. I mean, man, what's up with those ranges? Like, ugh. So basically just waiting for that new. Oh, here we go. So now we got a new lower low. So gotta wait now for the new lower high, but looks like, yeah. Oh well. Waiting for lower high potential on H4. Perfect. Euro CHF. Yeah, that's the one from last week. That actually went back to TP almost. God damn it. We broke that down on Forex Stock Over Beer last week. So if you want to see it, actually I can delete that now because we broke it down. So AUD CAD, and we'll come back to that GBP-CHF break-even trade in a couple minutes. So now let's see here, weekly. Oh, that's yeah, okay. So if this weekly close like this, that's gonna be very interesting for next week. Very, very, very. What about that daily? Did that daily, like every time I'm looking again? Okay, yeah, so we stay under. Okay, yeah, I definitely need that weekly candle to close bearish because we're so high on that daily pullback. What about the H4? All right, actually, if we get H4 lower high, you know what, if we get a pretty lower low. Sorry, man. Sometimes I'm having a hard time doing two things at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna be, yeah. You know what? That looks pretty solid. Waiting for H4. Sorry, H4 lower high, lower potential. Here we go. Oh, that's in French. There we go. Oh, actually, sorry, I was wrong. Okay, so once I got my support form here, I'm going to be able to establish that golden zone. I'm going to be expecting that pullback, which is going to be probably around this area here to retest that area. Just want to see something here on that daily. That's great. We close under that area. What's the next major QP here? All right, so we closed. Are we closing? Oh, we didn't close under 88. Did we? Where is it? Okay, no, that we good. Huh. So we're Thursday. I mean, I might be able to enter tomorrow, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna have to wait until next week because, I mean, it depends. Like if we have a nice pullback during London session here, and we might have an entry tomorrow, which will sucks because I hate like holding during the weekend. But if it is what it is, it is what it is. But at the same time, I might just enter a small position because don't forget that next week, that new weekly candle is gonna have to print the top wick first, right? So if we want to come down, so I might be a little patient or take a very small risk on that one if the opportunities show up on Friday, which is tomorrow. So I'm gonna flip that green, and that looks pretty solid. All right, that's interesting. This one is still in the dog shit area, so I'm not interested. This one, what about this one here? GA, pull back inside the weekly golden zone. We're bullish. Daily is bull. Man, fuck that range. Fuck that. I'm not. No. NZD that was for a day trade. So let's see here. So we're bullish. Bullish on the weekly. And now, oh yeah, so I'm not interested anymore. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. That was for the day trade session. Because I'm expecting a pullback. All right, so let's see here. Sorry. Let's see. So here, that can be my TP weekly, sorry. Weekly golden zone. And that's going to be final TP, but first TP can be that major QP actually. Yeah, so I'm going to remove that. I don't need to mark it down. I'm just going to place a note here that says also 0.382 potential TP. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now for that day trade, I need... do we have an elbow there? Yeah, kind of. A FE elbow. But yeah, no, it's there. So now I need that lower high. So as soon as we get that lower high, switch of structure on the lower time frame after that, I can take that day trade. Look like we got a tiny... Actually, look like we got a tiny pullback here, which not my favorite. Oh, okay. Nice engulfing here on a 2 hour, no top wick. Damn. That H1 is bullish though. So yeah, not touching it. All right, so I'm gonna wait for that pullback. You see, that's being patient. Oh, I need to flag it still orange because that's a day trade. All right, cool. All right, so that's the one I was watching that I did update. I don't think I'm gonna go over everything. Let me know, guys, if there's any pair you're interested to look at. Man, that tennis elbow freaking hurt, man. Like, it's terrible. Especially when you're not playing tennis. Well, I do play pickleball, but that was not for that. That was like, cause I'm sitting like shit at my desk. That's what happened. All right. Let's see. Any pairs, guys? Guys, you guys are way too quiet. What's going on? You guys are way too quiet. All right, so that brings me to that subject. So while you guys are gathering some questions or pairs to look at, let's talk about a little something here. Let's. It's been a while I didn't touch on a specific subject or like something different than just watching charts, right? Because usually that's what I've been doing on Forex Talk Over Beer. So let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about risk management, guys. This is really important. I got a couple messages recently, and people are risking like. The crazy part is I actually asked the person, I was like, how much were you risking? The person was like, oh, I don't know. I was in a rush to enter the trade, so I just put like what I thought it was. I put like something that I thought it was like decent lot size. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, guys, don't be fucking lazy. You know, don't be fucking lazy. Like, take the time. If you're late on the entry, screw it. Wait for the next one. Do you guys realize that Forex is going to be there tomorrow? It's going to be there next week. It's going to be there next month, next year, whatever, you know? So don't rush the process. It's going to be there. The only thing you're doing by doing this is fucking up your bank account. Like, you're gonna kill your account doing this, like doing stuff like this. I'm telling you, that is FOMO. That is something that somebody that needs to make money quick do that kind of shit. And if you think that trading is a get rich quick, get the fuck out of here. So I'm just here to tell you straight up what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay? So if you guys think that trading is easy, I mean, get the fuck out. Like this is hard. Like this is difficult to understand. This is difficult on psychology. This is the hardest shit had to do. So you need to go through the process. So if you freaking think that you're gonna get into the first trade of your life and get rich, please do yourself a favor. Stop trading right now. Like, this is stupid shit. Like, when people send me a message like this, it drives me nuts. Like, please take the time. And if you don't know how to calculate your lot size, use a like this is the this is my best friend. Like, this is called Magic Key, right? I'm not here to sell product. I don't give a shit, But Magic Key helped me at risk management because I can click on this. I can place my stop loss and calculate my lot size depending on the risk I want to have. Either 1%, 2%, 5%. I can put the risk in dollars. I can put the risk wherever I want. If I want to put my trade at break even, I just gotta click one click and it's done. Like, do yourself a favor, please. Do not over risk. Over risking is fucking dumb. Like if you're over risking, it's because you're at a point that this is probably, if you're over risking, please don't do it on your main account. That's number one. Open up another account. Like, let's say you have a couple years of experience, and you want to have like a higher risk account and a standard risk account. Fine, that's what I do. Okay, but if you're over risking on your main account, this is dumb as fuck. Sorry for the F-bomb. I'm getting really, really not frustrated, but I guess I'm like, get me sad for you. Like, not sad, but it's just like, I can't believe that people does that. And the worst thing of all is people, you ask them like, how much did you lost? They'll say like, I don't know, 5,000. All right, so you lost 5,000. How much did you invest in yourself? And often the answer is $0 or $100 or $200. Like, guys, if you're not willing to invest in you first before putting money on the market, stop right now. Like it's like telling me I can be an Olympic athlete without a coach. It's doable, but holy moly, that it's gonna be tough. So trading system, I invested more than 20 grand in courses, like lessons, were they courses that was not so good? Yes. But I learned a shit ton, and I took a little bit of everyone, and I did my own thing, So that's what you need to invest in yourself first, okay? And sometimes I do talk about money, investing money in yourself, but doesn't have to be only money, because there's a lot of things that are free, right? That you can learn a lot. But that means investing time in yourself, at that stage, But honestly, I've been going through a lot of free content, but it's nothing like having someone close that you can ask question all the time, It's nothing like, it's the same thing as learning a sport. Like, if you're going to ski, learn to ski with a YouTube video, good luck. Good fucking luck. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself bad, dude. So anyways, so let's get back to it. So risk management, guys, do yourself a favor if you don't know how, and let's say you're rushed and you want to act quick. This thing, your best friend, okay? Also, The other thing, please, like for me, I don't journal so much anymore because this platform is now my kind of my journal when I do break down trades with you. By the way, I completely forgot, but I'm about to break down that break even trade. Cheers, by the way. So yeah, I mean, guys, risk management, super duper extremely important. Please do not over risk. Make sure that your winners is always bigger than your loser. Okay? So if you're risking, let's say 1% usually, or 2%, or 3%, do it constantly the same risk for a couple weeks before upgrading. Okay? That's really important. And yeah, I guess that's something I want to touch on it because, like, recently, I know the market is hard right now. Like, don't get me wrong, the market is a little hard, but guys, when something is harder, don't blame the chart. Don't blame the situation. Don't blame this and this and this and that. Stop pointing fingers and start pointing thumbs. Okay? So how can you be better? How can I improve? How can I do something different to be better? At the end of the day, that's what it is. You know, like at the end of the day, that's what it is. Like, how can you become better? Now that, like, let's say for the past couple weeks, I've been really super, like that trade was literally 2 pips away. Like, I had 2 trades that happened 2 pips away from my 3-2-1 TP. 2 back to back. Okay? So what am I going to do? And that's not the first time that happened recently because, like, the market is a little different. It reacts a little faster, you know, with a lot of stuff that happens. So just going to adapt a little bit. You know, I'm going to aim more for 2.5, you know, with the same thing. I might do more like intraday, you know, like day and a half trade, you know, because a lot of things is happening right now. Like, news hit and everything switched so fast this year. So that's what happened way back when I got started in my first year or so, when actually Trump was in power. Was the same shit. You know, as soon as he was doing one tweet, it was like charts was all over the place. So that's really important. You need to adapt or you'll die, you know? So it's adapt or die. So that's the little tweak I'm going to be doing in the next couple weeks, you know? So, and see how it goes, you know? So yeah, I mean, you need to do that. So now let's take a look at that trade. Oh, by the way, I got something. Lewis had tennis elbow for over a year. What the? You gotta see a sport therapist. Only thing that really, dude. Like, when I do this, if I do this, no problem. I don't think, yeah. So I don't think it's a tennis elbow, but it's something else. So, but if I do this, no problem. If I do this, dude, right here, it's painful. So, anyways, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go see one. All right, so now let's talk about this shit. Let's go to GPPCHF. All right, cool. So this trade idea was plain and simple. I mean, we were bearish on the weekly time frame. We went nice pullback to this weekly area of interest, weekly golden zone, major QP. I mean, everything made sense. The only thing, like I said when I took the trade, the only thing I didn't like, it was this. Whoa, where's my arrow here? This candle had no bottom wick, and it kind of scared the shit out of me. And I said, all right, everything else makes sense, so I'm gonna take it, you know. And I did take it, and you know, that's what happened. Because technically, there's less probability for price to continue down when there's no bottom wick here, so it is what it is. But daily was also bearish. I mean, we were already bearish here on the daily from here to here. H4 was also bearish. So we had the move here, boom, and pull back. And here on the lower time frame now, if you look on, was it on H1? Hold on, boom. That was on, where was it? When the H1 flipped bearish. Boom, boom, boom. It went bullish from here to here. All right, so yeah. So here we went bearish. From here to here, we went bearish. We have the pullback. Nice engulfing candle. And I was not able to get in that trade right here. So I think I went on the 2-hour candle, if I'm not wrong. Was it? Or the 30? I can't remember. Or was it with the spread, my entry? Oh, yeah, that's what it... Or I waited... Oh, I think I waited for that... It's one or the other. Sorry, I just don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was on the break of the low here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back to my MT4 just to check. But I'm pretty sure it was I waited to break the low here. So whatever. But yeah, that was the main... Like, obviously, I wanted to enter here. Don't get me wrong. But missed it and waited to break the low to make sure. Actually, let's put it exactly what it was. Because that's the exact entry. And what happened now after that? So price went down nicely as expected. I was pretty happy. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this. It's 9 p.m. that candle. So at 9 p.m. at that time, technically, I'm starting to chill with my wife on the couch. Like we're like just chit-chatting or watching something. And usually... before going back to bed, before going to bed, I go on the chart just to have a quick look, and I see this, and I'm like not even this, because it was not closed, obviously, because I went to bed probably around like 10:30. So after this candle, so let's take a look at one hour. So I guess it was like somewhere in here. Yeah, so somewhere in here, I see this doge. Yeah, I remember now. So it was 10:30, 11, whatever, around there. I see price right here. I'm super close to my TP. Like, honestly, like this is stupid shit. Like, let's measure that. 3.4 pips. That is me being super extremely fucking dumb and childish, you know. This is me just wanting to hit my TP line. You know, when we're here, before going to bed, I said, all right, thank you very much, close everything, go to bed. Instead of that, saying, nah, fuck it, it's gonna hit my TP, I'm gonna let it run for the night. Dumb. Very dumb. Very, very dumb. Okay? So, I mean, that's stupid. You know, like, not for 4 or 5 pips. You know, like, close this shit, you know, secure the bag and freaking run, right? So, anyways. So, that was it, man. But, honestly, everything else made sense. I guess the only thing that I didn't like was that bottom wick on that weekly candle. But, I mean, yeah. Like, now, if you look at it now, so far H4 is still bearish. Daily is still bearish. Right? We're still bearish on the... I mean, if the... Honestly, like, if the lower time frame have a switch of structure, I might re-enter this trade because I still think that it makes a lot of sense. Hold on, wait a second. There's the elbow here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, H1 high low and H1 higher high. So, we'll see. I don't know. If we do break structure, I might be able to re-enter. We'll see. Because now, this weekly is about to close doji. So, I guess next week is going to be the real move. Especially if this one closed doji like this, now we should be good. Because, I mean, this respected previous low. I mean, this broke the no low because there's no wick. But, yeah. So, I'm going to keep it up there because it still makes sense. All right, so that's enough. That was a pretty good one, I think. Right? What do you guys think? You know, let me know in the comment. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be live once again on Tuesday morning around like 7 a.m., 7:30, whatever. Do activate notification, please. This is the most important thing because I'm never on time and I often change my schedule. Okay, so make sure to activate notification so you'll know next time I'm live. All right, guys. So thank you so much and have a great evening. Peace out.